In this video, I will show you step by step on how I got 500,000 followers on Instagram and made a decent amount of money along the way. If you're thinking about starting an Instagram page to make some Wi-Fi money, then this video will definitely help you. So stick around and let's hop into the video. Before actually starting a page, you need to choose a niche. Choosing the right niche is one of the most important steps if you want to make some money off of your account. I would recommend you to choose a specific niche with very low competition. Let me quickly explain this. There are thousands of niches you can choose from. For example, fitness, cars, travel, fashion, adventure, whatever you can think of. But what I have found to be working is choosing a very narrowed down niche. Let me give you an example of what I mean by this. Choosing health as your niche is pretty bad idea because there are already thousands of big sharks with millions of followers, and the odds of you succeeding are pretty heavily against you. If we narrow it down to fitness, then there are still a huge amount of big accounts that you have to compete against. Now, if we narrow it down even more to running, then there are still some big sharks out there, but the chances of succeeding are beginning to roll in our favor. If we narrow it down even more to, let's say, running motivation, where there are only few big sharks, chances of succeeding are hugely improved. To grow a profitable Instagram team page in 2022, then in my opinion, you have to be the first or have to be the best, since the competition is pretty insane these days. By getting this first step right, you will make your life 10 times easier. And this is probably the main reason why I was able to make decent amount of money with my Instagram pages. But now, let's hop into the second step. Before we get into the second step, if you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing. Also, smash the like button for the YouTube algorithm. And if you have any questions, leave them down in the comments below and I will try to answer them in a few hours. But now, let's get back into the video. Once you have decided which niche you are going to choose, you have to make your profile trustworthy and professional. The first thing is obviously choosing a name for your account. The name should be relevant to your niche and as simple as possible. Try to avoid any numbers or underscores to make your page look more professional. What I like to do is write down at least 10 potential names and then choose the best out of these 10. Next thing on the list is writing a good bio. Your bio is one of the first things that everyone notices when they visit your page. So in my opinion, it is absolutely crucial to make it look professional. What I like to do is I search for some big sharks in my niche and see what's working for them. Then pretty much replicate the same bio but add a little bit of touch of my own to it. After you have written your bio, switch your account to professional. This will give you access to insights about your followers and account performance. Also, it will make your account look more trustworthy. When it comes to choosing a profile picture, again, look what the big sharks are doing and try to decide what picture would fit into your profile. Now, let's get into the third step. Next thing on the list is to add at least 9 pictures to your profile. Not just 9 random pictures, but pictures that have high engagement. The point of doing that is to make your page look more appealing and professional. To find these pictures, go to one of your competitors' page and try to find pictures that has more likes than the average picture. By doing this, you can select pictures that are already performing pretty well and you can just repost them on your page. Now there are a few different ways on how you can download a picture from Instagram, but I personally like to use a shortcut named Instagram Media Saver. I will leave a link in the description where you can download this shortcut. Basically, how it works is you will choose a picture, click on the 3 dots in the top right corner and from there copy the link. Now go to your shortcut tab and click on the Instagram Media Saver option. It will then automatically download the photo. This shortcut will also give you an option to copy the description of the post. Also, another good way of downloading pictures from Instagram is using an application called Instate. Both of these get the job done and it's pretty much up to you which one do you prefer using. The last step is to post one of these pictures to your Instagram story. This will make your account look active and also the red circle is pretty attractive. Once you have posted 9 high quality photos to your Instagram feed, it is time to move on to the next step, which is choosing the hashtags. Hashtags are one of the most underrated ways to grow on Instagram, and personally I have used them on every single account I have grown from scratch. What I like to do when searching for hashtags is once again to search for what the competitors are using. I would find at least 2 to 3 big pages, write down the hashtags they are using under their posts, and from there conclude a list of my own hashtags. Write these hashtags to your notes and start the note with 9 dots. Once you have your list of hashtags, we need to optimize them to get Instagram algorithm by our side. And what I mean by optimizing is that you need to write a random word behind every single hashtag. Instagram promotes these hashtags a lot more than the usual ones. Lastly, post those hashtags under every single picture you have on your profile, and once you have done that, you should already see some engagement on your profile. Now, let's get into the next step. The method I have used to grow all of my Instagram pages is called follow-unfollow method. It is a very popular way of growing your Instagram account from scratch, and the goal of this method is to get your account to around 3,000 followers, which from there, Instagram algorithm is highly more likely to pick up your account and shoot your post to Instagram Explore page, where it will be shown to millions of people. Now, let's get into how to do the follow-unfollow method the best way possible. Firstly, find an account that is posting similar content to your niche. I have found that pages around 50 to 100k work the best for this method. If you are on their page, click on the latest post they have made. This photo should have a lower amount of likes than compared to the other photos. Click on the likes option to see who have liked the photo, and from there follow around 50 to 75 people. And when following people, try to use random intervals. And what I mean by that is don't just follow 75 people in 10 seconds. Instagram will definitely think you are a bot and therefore will action block you. Instead, spend some time and do the following with random intervals so that Instagram algorithm won't suspect you of being a bot. And follow only 50 to 75 people at once, because if you follow more, you're highly likely to run into action block again. Especially when you're starting a fresh page, Instagram has all their eyes on you, and they will pretty much action block you for any fishy action. Now, you should repeat this method 2 to 3 times a day, and I recommend doing it straight after posting it to your Instagram feed, which is also the next thing we will cover right now. I have found that posting around 4 to 5 pictures a day using the same strategy we talked about earlier to work the best. But don't just post 5 pictures at once, but rather give this post 2 to 3 hour intervals, and straight after posting the photo, add your hashtags to the comment section. Also do the follow method we talked about earlier. Now you need to do these steps consistently for about a month to reach about 3,000 followers. After you have reached that point of 3,000 followers, Instagram algorithm will pick up your content and start pushing it to the Explore page. This is the point where the snowball will start to roll, and from there you just have to consistently keep posting to make that snowball even bigger. But now let's move on to the last step. Now all you have to do is put in some work and be patient. It will take some time before you start getting attention to your account. It really depends on the niche, but I have found that it takes about 1 to 2 months before the Instagram algorithm really picks you up. Now in my opinion, the best way to go viral is posting slightly different content from your competitors. Now, if you search for different theme pages in your niche, then you quickly begin to realize that pretty much everyone is posting the same content over and over again. And every time a photo gets reposted, then your chances of going viral by reposting it too lowers significantly. Let me show you how you can post highly performing content on your Instagram page that no one has ever posted before. Firstly, choose a picture that is performing well. Then scroll down a little to see who is the owner of this picture. Click on the profile and start going through the pictures to find which picture has more likes than the usual ones. Most of the theme page owners are pretty lazy and they just repost from other theme pages. But if you can repost content from creators' accounts that has never been posted on the theme pages before, your chances of succeeding and going viral are highly increased. If you found this video helpful, then maybe consider subscribing, and I will see you in the next video.